Two of the three will.
I'll talk about it. It's bad.
What is going on, guys? And welcome back to the Across the Cowboys podcast. Everybody's eager to get this discussion started tonight. Mike, how are you?
Doing good, my friend. Other than I have a hairline fracture in my rib, but minus that, doing good.
I had planned in the intro, I was going to call you Mike, Mr. Glass Crumb, and I forgot.
It is something. Muhammad, my best friend, he calls me Mr. Glass. That's my nickname. He has a picture of Samuel Jackson with the wild hair in the wheelchair, and he puts my face over Samuel Jackson's face. I have it in my phone. I swear to God, I'm called Mr. Glass. I don't know.
It's probably too late, but a Mr. Glass movie, like with the backstory and everything, would have been pretty cool.
That trilogy is so underrated. I know it's split up a lot.
Yeah,
but my goodness, watching the movie Glass, where like they kind of like they get out there that like these things exist, is so underrated. I freaking love those movies. Unbreakable is my favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie. So starting from there, and then McAvoy and Split is all his different characters, and then how brilliant Samuel Jackson's character is, and I love that. It's so imaginative, so different. It's awesome. I love those movies.
Of the three, I think Split might be my favorite personally.
I don't hate that. I'm an Unbreakable guy, but I am not mad at James McAvoy is so good in Split. Like when Samuel Jackson is like, dude, this dude was like wowing me. Samuel Jackson was like, I never seen anything like that. Like on a split second, this guy's completely not just his voice, his mannerisms, his stance is like, but this is across the Cowboys, not across M. Night Shyamalan movies. Sorry.
We're gonna have to do our top 5 on our maybe trilogy sometime. I think that'd be fun.
Top 5 M. Night movies would be sick too. I have some unique ones in there.
Oh, there you go. Brendan, sorry to keep you waiting on your intro, sir. How are you tonight?
I just like to point out, we're going to come back to this to whenever Mike's complaining that we're over an hour. How did this happen? When we had this within the first 2 minutes.
Just wait till you see the next section.
Yeah, I love us talking. Dude, I can talk for hours with y'all. So like, I'm all cool with it. But I know Mike's going to be complaining, dude, it's over an hour. Like, what are we doing? It's just like, well.
I'll tell you how much I'm going to be talking on this next segment. I don't even have the questions written down. I got nothing. So just be prepared. I got zero coming up.
Well,
I'm not really, honestly, like I was looking over the show sheet. I'm like, I'm not even sure why I added this, but I just thought it'd be something interesting to talk about because I know that all three of us are fans, not necessarily of the All-Star game, the NBA All-Star game, but of the NBA, and it's obviously it took place this weekend, so I just thought it might be worth mentioning. But Brendan, before Mike hated the show, season 1, we would do Meatless Mondays, and we would talk sometimes for food for about 30 minutes straight before we
I can easily see that.
That's about food. That's different.
Yeah, that's true. Brendan, where can we find you on Twitter, sir?
You can find me at Brendan_Smith26.
Guys, I'm Paul Ryan. You can find me on Twitter at Paul_Ryan15. Well, as I was alluding to, we're going to be talking a little bit about the NBA All-Star Weekend that took place over the weekend. Brendan, I know you're a Mavs fan, but did you watch the NBA All-Star game?
I did not. I heard it was better, but I did not because it's kind of like watching the Pro Bowl. I watched the Pro Bowl for like a minute, and I realized, wait, I don't like the Pro Bowl and all that. So I just turned it off. It's like Cooper Flag got hurt, so he couldn't play in the Rising Stars game. There's no other Mavericks, and then I do like the new layout they did because of course a lot more people. They're not like patriotic, but they want to show like, oh hey, we're better than the foreign players and all that. Which that's what Anthony Edwards was talking about because Wemby opened up the game going hard as hell, and so he's like, oh crap, we actually have to play.
Yeah.
So
the alien, man.
Yeah, but like
Wemby, good job, shoot.
Well, it's better than last year because remember the whole skills showdown was the reason why they didn't do it this year because Chris Paul broke it. It's like, hey, you don't have to do it well. Just get the balls near the area that you're supposed to get it to, and you can keep running to get that fastest time. And everyone's like, what the this?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
What?
I have what? You know what? I don't even care. I don't pay attention to it.
Save it for after the show.
What did he do? Like try to cheat it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they were trying to get the fastest time. Because like the skill show, none of the players care about the skill showdown. None of them do.
None of them care about any of it.
Well, I know, but I'm saying so like legit. You'll see like, oh, hey, you gotta do a passing drill. They're just doing bounce passes through it and all that, and they're just running. Oh, shoot all these balls at the basket. Cool. Wemby's just throwing them at the ground last year because that's what Chris Paul told him to do. So like that's why
Wemby played then.
Well, that's why it didn't happen this year. Like the skill showdown didn't happen. They did their Rising Stars game, the dunk contest, and then they did the little tournament they did.
That's the 1 second I saw of the All-Star game is I saw my guy, it's a Laker guy, but I saw Jackson Hayes do I was like, it was like a regular dunk, like not free throw. No. It was a regular dunk. Like
you got a 47 on that, dude. Dwight Howard gave him a 47 for that dunk.
The dunk contest is stupid. You had a guy hit himself on the freaking rim, fall down, and like
I did see that. I saw that concussion. I thought it was AI though. When I first saw it, I was like,
"Yeah, I thought that guy had a concussion too."
We went from having Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine do these insane dunks where you go, "Holy!" Like these guys are athletes. Like these are like the top 1% here. And you go,
that sitting one by Aaron Gordon, where he's like sitting is my favorite slam dunk contest dunk ever of all.
It's awesome. That's what you watch. That's what you get hyped for. You go like, this is why we tuned into this. And then you see that and you go,
dude, the fact that Matt McGlone was not in it this year again to like
and
get a three-peat.
Oh, Matt McGlone.
You don't know who Matt McGlone is, dude? Yeah.
He's the white guy.
The guy who's won back-to-back seasons, like who's done actually dunks you've never seen before.
No. Do you want to know? You want to know why I think the All-Star game is going to like legit die the next 3 years? First off, Damian Lillard, who hasn't played a game this year, won the three-point contest.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Why were you allowed to come in if you haven't played a game? This is supposed to be like, oh hey, for the 2025 season, you are the person who's been playing the best. Like this is why you get in and all that.
And Max Christie's shooting like over 40% from three-point, and he didn't get invited.
He's shooting 44%.
Yeah.
And then guess what?
I told Max Christie was good.
They asked Steph Curry to come. Hey, are you going to play in a three-point contest next year? Like, yes, I will, and I'll try to get Clay to play next year. You're supposed to get voted into this stuff. And it's like Steph Curry, best shooter of all time. I'm not going to be like, oh no, we have Steph playing. But like, what if Steph's like doesn't get hurt? But like, there's some reason why he's just not playing next year. Like what for whatever reason, then he shouldn't really be in the All-Star game because he hasn't played. Clay has been shooting okay. He didn't deserve to be anywhere near the three-point contest. So we're saying, oh, we'll invite these players in. They're supposed to be voted in. They're supposed to be like, oh, hey, you played really well up to the All-Star break. You deserve this. Instead of saying, oh, hey, we'll get you playing next year. Why?
All-Star games are bad. Just eliminate them all. End of story. Just eliminate all from all. Just don't have them anymore.
Yeah, so since this is not a pleasant conversation that I thought it might be, let's just go ahead and start talking some Cowboy stuff here.
See? I told you to go quick.
It's bad.
I said, I told you to go quick. I didn't even write the questions down. I'm just going to go, I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah, you're not as passionate as I thought you would be, Mike. And Brendan, you're more passionate about it, maybe in the opposite way that I thought you would be. So let's talk some Cowboys here. And it was not a wild week, but we saw some trade proposals being presented there on Twitter that kind of took Twitter by storm. One being of the two, my personal favorite was I guess it was Brian Broaddus who might have brought this up.
Zach Wolchuk.
Was it Zach Wolchuk? Okay.
Yeah.
Zach Wolchuk of 105.3 The Fan presenting this deal saying Dallas trades up with Cleveland to get picks 6 and 39 and Cleveland gets picks 12 and 20. Mike, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not doing it before because I want Caleb Downs if I'm moving up. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But if he's there, I don't even – it ain't even a question I'll do that trade.
No hesitation, huh?
None. You get the best player of the draft. But there's a tier. It's like Caleb Downs is here, and then there is a gap, and then there's for me Bailey, Fernando Mendoza, Bain. There's that group right under there. But like Caleb Downs is like quarterback level good. Like how you get some of those like Andrew Luck, and at one point I had Trevor Lawrence as one of those dudes. That's Caleb Downs to me. Like, he could change a franchise at a position you should not be able to do it at. He's special. So, yeah, I would do that trade in a second.
Brendan, how about you?
You telling me we get Caleb Downs? I'm not watching the rest of the draft. I'm like, I don't need to. We did it. We did everything. You told me we signed some free agents beforehand and Caleb Downs. I'm coming in the next podcast episode saying, this is how we're going to win the NFC East. That's all my talking points. I'm like, we did something real good.
Just by adding Caleb Downs.
My camera's like this, but I would probably just go pantsless as we went Caleb Downs. It wouldn't be the first. It'd be the first time with Brendan on, but
yeah, before the YouTube days and the camera days, I'm not even sure how often Mike was clothed when we were recording.
I love how Paul's like, "Hey, let's do something new today. Let's go live on Instagram." And Mike immediately goes, "Bro, I'm pantsless."
not since video started, but I used to be. When the podcast started, we were only sure. I didn't have to have that on.
Before he had the chair, he would just record in his bed, laying down.
Record laying down in bed.
We have a comment here from the Sport 78. Been a while since we've seen you, Sport. Thanks for coming back. Downs, if he's there, no doubt. Styles or Delaney, if not there, either trade down at 20 or take a safety like send him in from Oregon if you don't get Downs at 12. Are you saying Styles or Delaney at 6? Sport, is that what you're saying? I'm trying to better understand.
I think he's saying at 12.
At 12, okay.
Downs. I don't mind trading away from Delaney or Styles, and I like both of them. I'll take them both at 12. But if the right trade came, I'd trade. The only 3 that I'm not trading away from are Downs, Bailey, Bain Jr. Those are my 3 that I'm like, I'm not trading away from those 3. And not that I wouldn't take Styles, Reese, or Delane at 12. I think they'd be great picks at 12. But I'm going to listen to the call first. I'm not running to the podium and go, well, let me see what I'm getting offered. Then I'll go from there.
Gotcha. Okay, so you kind of answered this next question. It's Caleb Downs, David Bailey, or Francis, the left tackle. He's got the weird spelled last name, but it's a completely different. Mawanoa, yeah. But you're still taking Caleb Downs, correct?
Yeah, there ain't even. There's nobody. You may not be able to give me 2 players that I would take over Caleb Downs in the top 10. Like, I'll just take Downs. Thanks.
But would David Bailey be that next guy that you feel that way about?
Yes, Bailey is the next guy. I got Bailey, and Bailey would fit what we are transitioning to. So I would really love for people to go like Bain Jr. worries me now if we're running a 3-4. I don't really want him in that. I would want him as a 4-3 end more than a 3-4 outside linebacker.
Yeah.
But not that I wouldn't take him though. I still would. That would be one. It'd be hard for me to like adjust your fucking scheme. You're getting Bain Jr.,
Okay, but so if David Bailey's there at 12 and somebody calls to trade up and potentially take him, are you listening to the call or are you just taking Bailey?
I'm taking Bailey. It would have to be like they would have to call and be like, "Oh, we want Bailey so bad, we give you 4." Like when Utah traded Gobert or whatever, and they got like 4 first-round picks. It was like, God dang. It would have to be something crazy like that.
No, what about you pick up the phone, you laugh at them. And then you because you already sent your card in for Bailey. So like as you're answering the phone call, you're just watching your guy just go give the card and go, okay. And then you just let them think that they could trade up. When no, that's not happening. It's Downs. Okay. You give me Downs, and like I said, I don't care. It's so funny. Every time I've gotten Downs in a mock draft, the rest of the draft goes to shit. Like pick 20, there's no one there. And you go, this sucks. And you're like, okay, I'll trade back. There's no one there, like a pick 32 or whatever, like what you trade back from. And you go, this sucks. But then you think about it. I have Caleb Downs. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, what do you all agree with this statement here?
Oh, yeah. I think Downs is better.
Right.
I love Nick. But I think Downs is going to play better at that same role.
I think Downs will be a better player, but I think he'll be asked to do that role occasionally. That they won't run it as much as Seattle does. But when they do, he will play the Nick Imamwari role.
Okay, that's exciting to think about for sure. Do you like the idea of trading up to get someone like Downs, or would you rather trade back for more assets to rebuild and reload the team, Brendan?
You have to promise me that Downs is there. Like, that means New York already took someone. They already took like Tyson or someone, and then Downs is there. That is the only way I'm okay with trading up. I'm not going up there like, what if it happens? No, that's dumb, and you can get destroyed by that. You trade your 2 first-round picks, and you go, okay, guys, we got him. What do you mean somehow Bain, Bailey, and Downs are gone? What do you mean they're all gone? And you just sit there and you contemplate life, and you really sad. No, you have to promise me Downs is there.
Agreed.
But so let's just say you're guaranteed that Downs is there. You're trading up to get him, or you'd rather trade back and get assets?
No, you trade
up to get Downs.
Up, okay. All right.
You got to get up to get Downs. You got to get up to get Downs.
Are you familiar with that song, Brendan? The reference, at least?
Vaguely.
No worries, sir. Way before your time. Not making a joke, but being dead serious. What are some other trades you've made or heard that you like, Mike?
You know, I don't have any specific. Like, I like trade down scenarios where you go to like Carolina or Pittsburgh and pick up their second, but I don't have any specific ones of like, man, if you trade to 24, you could get this and this. Yeah, I don't have anything like that, but trading back, basically. The trade up was for the 6 and 39 if Downs is there. Love that. Everything else is trading back.
Brendan, how about you?
The only trade I can like actually think of, and mine is more like Mike though, is the fact of like when I do trade backs, I really like it's whatever the machine's offering me. I'm not thinking like, oh, this is good, but like 20 to like I'm blanking on the Texans first round pick, and then you get like then you get pick like 38 somehow because you gotta get, of course, the Dallas has to give more than pick 20 and all that. But that trade, I'm like, dude, you can trade out, you can get your corner, and you can somehow see if Mesidor falls, or you can get McNeil Warren and all that. I'm like, I would also be a huge fan of that. If you drafted like, let's say you don't trade up for Downs, you get Delane at 12, and then you trade back and you can get like Mesidor and like McNeil Warren, I'm over the moon with this draft. So something like that.
I would I'm not even joking. I would legitimately draft 2 safeties in this. And if it landed right, if we did the 6 and 39 and we ended up with Caleb Downs at 6 and at 39, McNeil Warren, Thieneman, Penn State homeboy. Wheatley? It's Wheatley, right?
I've watched Halsey, like LSU's safety, not.
I like Halsey. What is his name?
But I don't see Dallas doing it's kind of when we saw them take Mozzie in the first round, we're all shocked they went defensive tackle. And they went safety in round 1. I don't see them doing it again.
Zach Wheatley, Penn State.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I don't see them doubling up. Like, they already don't value the position at all.
One would be a nickel. So I believe that if they did that, I think Caleb Downs would become your nickel corner, basically. He'd play safety, but in their mind, they would be thinking we're drafting 2 DBs, not 2 safeties.
What are your thoughts on Genesis Smith out of Arizona? Sorry, Brendan.
No, you're good.
Who?
Genesis Smith, safety out of Arizona.
I have a third on him. I would have to get my notes. I know who he is because I just did my order of safeties, and he's 7th, I think. I want to say 6th, 7th. So he's up there, but I would have to have my notes to go over exactly like height, weight, where I'd want to play him. The guy Wheatley is the guy Wheatley's fun. Wheatley is real fun. Like Wheatley is battling getting him in that top 3. Wheatley, he's fun.
Smith is 6'2", 204. Just FYI.
Yeah, big dude. I don't remember if he can move or not, or if he can cover man, how he stays in phase, stuff like that. I'd have to go over my notes and be like, he gets beat like this, he wins this way, that kind of stuff. I just remember I was ranking him and he was somewhere 6'7".
Gotcha.
Oh no, I did it. I did the thing, right? Yeah. Brendan's age people. They do that.
You said it. You said it twice now. I'm like,
did I? Well, see, I didn't. I didn't say it meaning to say it. I just realized I said it right now.
Oh, hey, Paul. You should scoot to your left a little bit in the camera, because if you look on there, like the whole Instagram side, it's just a box. Yeah, your box has been speaking for you. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Don't put your empty box on camera, Paul.
Mike, or something else. I'm not even gonna entertain that comment here. A deal that I've done in a lot of mocks, and I shared it in the chat on Twitter. Apparently it's not very realistic, only because Mike, I guess, doesn't think that the Cowboys would trade back 36 spots, which obviously makes a lot of sense. But even the deal that I first thought it wasn't enough. It seems like the deal that's always presented to me during these mock drafts, what I've been doing is Jacksonville gets 20 and 150, and the Cowboys get 56, 81, 88, pick 100, and a 27-second. And to me, I'm like, man, how do you pass on a deal like that? It just doesn't even seem realistic.
36 spots. You're going down more than a full round.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard to you're picking up a lot of assets, but you're asking to fall. You're allowing over a full round of players to be picked for your next, pick.
The board has to be new.
If you were to take Caleb Downs at 12, would you make a move like that?
I pretty much do anything if I got Caleb Downs. No, I wouldn't even care. I would be like, all right, guys, the rest of the draft's on you. If you have any questions, let me know. But you guys figure shit out. I did my job.
What do you think, Brendan? Would you be willing to let a full round pass you by to make a deal like that?
The board has to get nuked. Like, legit, somehow everyone is taking every player you have, and the rest of the players you have on your board at 20 are mostly third round grades. You have to have it like that to do that trade.
You need a better draft class. This draft class is very top 70, 75 heavy. And then it kind of is like, we're so I lose out on one of those top players to gain 3 picks in the area that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to get anything. Sorry, Brendan.
No, you're good. My biggest thing is if Dallas is going on a full-on rebuild, I would say sure, because it means you're just throwing young bodies there. And so maybe one of them pops off, but you're still wanting to compete. Dallas, of course, needs 2 years minimum to rebuild their defense. But they need instant impact. If you trade back, you better get still 2 or 3 instant impact players within days 1 and 2.
I love that point. If you're giving Christian Parker, if you're saying our window is closed and we're working towards after Dak, then you're like, we're gonna get you a bunch of bodies to treat up, and then we're gonna figure it out in your 3rd year building these guys up. Now I like that even more. But yeah, he's right. You can't drop that down in quality when you're trying to win with Dak for the next couple of years.
How many first round grades do you have in this draft, Mike?
I have a little bit higher than most. I think mine right now, I would say 17. But there's guys that I'm battling Messidor has first round ability, but I worry about his injury, his age, obviously. I think McNeil Warren can go it could be a first round grade. I think Thieneman could be a first round grade. So I have guys that Brandon Cisse to me is a first round grade. No doubt. There's guys that I'm battling. I'm 1 week of tape away from from putting Wheatley. His range is just so rare. You don't get free safeties like that anymore. It's the robbers, it's the weapon guys that kind of play, the robber and in the box, but they're not really deep range, play single high, and both sides of the field are gone. Like, he'll get you either way. That's Wheatley. So that I don't know. I think I'm at 17 right now.
Okay. Did you want to say something, Brendan?
Yeah, I've been thinking about this in the past few days. I think it's really funny. The funniest thing is this would also just really help your defense. I want Thieneman just because of the simple fact of you bring the idea of Jeff Heath back. Bring me my white boy safety.
The white boy safety.
And Rod
Marinelli might be
Marinelli,
my safety 4 now.
Yeah, Rod Marinelli would stand up somewhere clapping. He's like, "My guy is back. You might have killed the idea, but you didn't."
Yeah.
You might have killed the man, but you didn't kill the idea. And so you just give him make him wear 38, even though he probably won't want it. And bam, he's back.
If Jeff Heath had talent, he would be Dylan Thieneman.
If Jeff Heath could actually play, I can't even say that because he led our team in interceptions 2 years in a row.
He was terrible, but he was a good special teams player.
I will never forget his dropped interception because Julio Jones laid him out mid-catch.
Julio was a beast.
But yeah,
he was robbed of making that difference-making play in the round 1 Dak and Zeke's rookie year against the Packers. I forget exactly what it was he did, but
he sacked Aaron Rodgers and the ball did not fumble. It wasn't a strip sack.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he came on that blitz, hit Aaron Rodgers clean with the ball, straight extended out and everything, and Aaron Rodgers never lost his grip on it. It would have been a fumble, I'd say at least 90 out of 100 times. You take a hit like that, you fumble the ball.
I'm so happy. It's the year 2026, and I got us to talk about Jeff Heath.
Good special teamer. I'm not knocking that.
Cowboys legend, man. Cowboys legend.
Yep.
That's a definition of a Cowboys legend, though. I know Tom Downey does his jokes. If you played for a year, or if you were even on the practice squad, you can be a Cowboy legend. Jeff Heath is the definition of a bad player, but who's here for years.
Yeah, absolutely. Another trade that was discussed was George Pickens for Max Crosby. Do you believe any of those rumors, Mike?
No, not at all. First of all, from one side, why would the Raiders do that? It makes no sense. They can get more than just a wide receiver. And the other way, I don't know if it. I'm just trying to keep the strength. I don't know if I'm not saying I wouldn't trade for him, but Crosby in a 3-4 outside linebacker role, I don't know if I love that as much. I'm not trying to give up Pickens for him. If they want the 20th pick and a pick next draft in the top 100, I'm down for that. But I don't see the Pickens Crosby. I think that's made up stuff.
Brendan, what about you? Do you find any truth to that?
No, it's so funny to watch because you'll see Raiders fans say, "Oh, we need 2 more first-round picks, including Pickens." So they're overvaluing the crap out of Crosby. But then the Cowboy fans were like, "Oh, even though almost no one wanted Pickens last year, even though he had a phenomenal year, still not a lot of people want him via a trade." And they're all like, "Oh, we can get 2 first-round picks for him." No, you can't. Stop overvaluing both guys. We're not getting Crosby back 3 or 4 years ago, where he was uber young and still really talented. And Pickens is not coming off of a super friendly contract. What are we doing here? Pickens is going to get paid if he goes elsewhere. He's getting over $35 million a year. So you have to trade your picks and sign him. And then for Crosby, we don't know what his injury's done to him. Crosby said his injury's not much, or how much does Crosby have left? He could probably still have a solid 3 years left, but is that worth making your offense worse?
Yeah. Agreed on that. So yeah, that kind of just answers this next question. Would adding Crosby help the team more than re-signing Crosby? I'd imagine both of you guys would say no.
Yeah, no. Love Crosby, but Pickens does more for the offensive unit than Crosby would for this defensive unit.
Yeah, but also we've tried this. We've tried CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of guys and Micah Parsons that didn't give you anything. And then last year we've tried CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens and then a bunch of whatever on the defense. And guess what? It didn't work. Like you need both. And guess what? I know a lot of people have already said this, but you can do both. It's possible. Like we're not in a world like, oh my gosh, it's so expensive. No, it's not. Like, do I know the cap that well? No, but I follow a lot of people that do. So like, they show how it works. I'm like, yeah, that works. Like, I believe you. You can do both. It's like how Dallas could have kept Parsons and paid George this year if they wanted to. We could have done that. So no, don't make me see CeeDee Lamb get double and triple covered in a playoff game. Not again. I'm so tired of it and seeing Dak throw to a guy who is not open in the slightest, but he has to throw it because CeeDee Lamb is downfield with two safeties in a corner. Please don't do it to me.
No fit in Flournoy, huh?
Not as a wide receiver too. No, that scares no one unless you're Detroit for some reason because he popped the F off that game.
I think he'd be a good wide receiver too, but I mean you don't have to take away a good wide receiver too. 800 yards and 6 touchdowns, sure. You can get that as wide receiver 2 under Dak, but everybody's going to put 3 guys on Lamb and go, okay, Flournoy will beat some guys maybe. He'll do good against some. The minute you run into San Francisco Chargers, the teams with deep Philly would be tough to beat because they could put it would be rough.
Yeah, you would have Quinyon Mitchell on CeeDee Lamb with their safeties, and you can let Tajin cover Flournoy. Yeah, that's not fun.
They might just put Quinyon Mitchell on Flournoy and say, you completely eliminate him, or we'll just put 3 on Lamb.
Would you trade Pickens for Crosby, Genty, and pick 39? Or, whatever their second round pick is, 30, I guess 33.
Why would they ever do that?
Yeah,
I'm not saying they would. I'm just curious if that's something that y'all would even consider.
Well, yeah, easily.
Yeah, you get a rookie running back on that contract who's had no wear and tear in the NFL, basically. And guess what? You do that, you get an edge or running back. Take Tyson at 12.
Yeah, one of the receivers, or Lemon or Tate.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you'd feel comfortable elevating your offense differently with a guy like Genty as opposed to like lessening your offense, trading away Pickens, but bolstering your defense with Crosby. If that makes sense.
It's not as much the Genty as it is you're getting the more valued player in Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
You're also getting your running back the next 4 years on a solid contract, and he's a playmaker. Yeah. And then you're getting another pick.
Kubiak would be so stupid.
Though about Genty, where it's like he not that great at even after, as far as breakaway runs go, like big playability and stuff.
He was disappointing year one. I make the joke about like everybody says that, you get this guy because the Raiders offensive line sucks and he breaks tackles. And I'm like, okay, well, it's just dumb to take a running back in the top 10. Your team is not good enough. Unless you had a great team and your big time quarterback got injured, then with them coming back and well, we're already a playoff team. We're going to have our quarterback back. And then if you need a Genty type, fine. But to be the Raiders where they have nothing and they take a Genty's makes no sense.
Yeah. Absolutely agree with that 100%. What or who are some players' picks packages you would trade for a Pickens, Mike?
Mine was it would have to have a first round would get me to consider it, or if we had a really early 2 and 3. So like pick 34 and pick in the 60s. So,
I thought Tennessee might be a team that would be willing to do something like that.
And only if I knew we weren't, if it was like, okay, we're going to tag them for a year and then we're going to get our 3rd round, then I'd be like, well, give me pick 34 and 67 or whatever it is. Give me those picks and that's fine. I'll trade them and we're working for 2027 really.
Brendan, how about you?
it would have to be a first round pick because as soon as Pickens is gone, you're looking at those top 3 wide receivers, seeing who can fall, which point, and where. Because like you have a glaring hole. We've seen Dak do decent in the regular season. He's done enough in the regular season to show, hey, he can do CeeDee Lamb and then a bunch of guys. But then it never works in the playoffs. So you're trying to sell that Dallas is going to be competitive. So if you trade him for a second round, a third round pick, you're not getting a wide receiver that's going to help elevate that offense enough to where CeeDee Lamb's not getting quad and all that. So like, you would have to give me a first round pick, and I don't see any team doing that.
All
Honestly,
right, so I'm guessing you would you consider this deal? New England gets Pickens, Dallas gets 49, 63, and Minnesota's third round pick in 2027.
I would not.
Nope.
Not early enough second rounder.
Okay. Jacksonville gets Pickens in 177. Dallas gets Brian Thomas Jr. 81 and 100.
No.
Brian Thomas Jr. It's so funny. It's kind of like I'm like comparing like CJ Stroud. His rookie year, you see flashes. You go, I think I can work with that, and then he just so oh nope, there's nothing.
And I think he got injured.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Would Dallas be wise to consider trading Pickens at max value, considering the state of their team, their defense?
If the front office know, and they see, we're speculating, we don't know.
Yeah.
But if Jerry Jones and Stevens like, look, we're going to tell the fans whatever, but we're not going to be able to work a deal out. We're not. I know we can, but we're not paying a second wide receiver that much money. If they already know that, then yes, trade him. Don't tag him and give us 1 year and then get rid of him after the year. If you know you're not going to, yes, trade him now while you get the most value out of him. And before the draft, so we could look at, I'd say there's 6 wides I consider like, okay, they're starting over Flournoy right away. Flournoy is our wide receiver 3. You know, we'll go into the year. We won't be as good, but, you know, maybe we get something for Pickens, and then 12 and 20 gets used on defense, but we get a early second that we use on wide receiver, and he's a good wide receiver 2 to build with. You know, that type of thing. Yeah, if they know, they're the only ones that know, though.
Yeah.
But if they know they're not extending him, and they're like, I don't care what we tell the fans, we're not extending this guy 30. We're not paying 2 wide receivers over $30 million. If you know that, then trade him while his value's the best.
Man, it's crazy to think about potentially paying him $35 million, dude.
I see. I wouldn't do that. I would look to trade him at that. I'm looking at, once it gets like above 32, I'm like, that's okay. I can get value.
I'm thinking like 30 is my limit, honestly, bro.
He's not like, he laughs in your face at 30.
That's fine. I'll sign. We're going to talk about some players here in a few minutes, but like, I'll say, hey man, you're going to make a lot of money being in Dallas. There's going to be a whole bunch of other opportunities to make money. We're going to give you $30 million. You get to play with Dak. You get to play with CD. You saw what you were able to do on the field. Like, will you take 30?
I think the line is at 32. I think like that's like the.
He won't take less money than DK Metcalf. That is not happening.
He just lost $45 million, so DK Metcalf isn't making that much.
Yeah. What I mean, he won't.
No, I know exactly what you're
less
saying.
than Metcalf signed for.
Yeah. What's your limit for Pickens, Brendan? I mean, are you giving him $35 million if you're Jerry Jones, or what are you thinking?
Honestly, I need to see like the whole Dallas doing free agency. I know the whole talk is different this year. They did a whole different thing with their defensive staff search, and so like I want to believe if they're signing free agents, then my line is 34 max because I have fun and all that. Like I said, Dallas is going to need 2 years at least to fix this defense. To actually say, hey, that side can help us actually win the game if Dak's having an off game. I think 2 years Dallas could do it. So it means you can do like fully upfront his money, where it's like his cap hits the next 2 years, not fun. You go, holy crap, this isn't great. And then you backlog it where it's like, okay, cool, his cap hits now like $15 million in the last 2 years. And you rock with it.
Dallas calls and says, oh, go ahead, sorry.
My real line is like I think the lowest he'll go for is like 32.5. I would think. I wouldn't want anything above 34, but if they said 35, I'd be fine with it just because it means Dallas actually sucked up their pride other than Dak Prescott and they signed someone.
What if Denver called and said, "We'll give you Patrick Surtain and our 3rd-round pick for Pickens"? What do you do?
Well, you run and say yes, but also I don't want Cooper to be happy with them getting Pickens and having fun. So
you don't want your best friend to be happy. That's sick, dude. You're a sicko.
I would be much more happy with Surtain.
I would. I'm just saying, if you're doing that, you're just saying, hey, or whatever. Like if our defense is gonna be bad again this season, which hopefully it'll improve, but like this, I want to have fun. I want to see Go Ball Reed Moss's 2 players against Philly, where he makes Marshawn Lattimore cry on the sideline. Like, dude, I want that. If like I said,
I can't imagine a bad defense with Patrick Surtain. He's just.
I think I'll just do George Pickens for Patrick Surtain straight up. Would you?
Yes. Yeah. But no pass rush. Surtain can take one guy, but if you're playing Philly, and then that means Devontae Smith is 1-on-1 with someone.
You don't have to worry about that. The quarterback, who's throwing in the ball?
I'm still talking about this. This is a talent wide receiver. And I'm saying in this projection, Dallas does nothing in free agency. They bring back Clowney, and they'll go sign a 1-year deal with a guy who's good like 3 or 4 years ago.
Why are we doing that? Why are we doing that?
You're screwed anyway.
I feel like if they're willing to trade Pickens, they're actually trying to do something, honestly.
No, that they're just trying to get away from the agent.
They traded Micah and weren't doing anything, dude.
So they're trying to get away from the agent.
Your GM is always just trying to be good enough to be relevant all season.
We were talking about in the legit little 3-game win streak we had. But what if we make the playoffs? We're not going to do anything. But what if we make bam views? They're getting talked about the ESPN. Oh, Dallas is on a hot streak. They traded for Quinnen. Look at this, and we're 7-9-1. Like, brother,
you can never take that 3-game win streak away from me, Brendan.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, but like, even when we're bad, we're still talked about. Cause like we'll do like a little run to get people to talk about us.
I hate that 3-game win streak now because we might have had it downs if we didn't.
Oh, I don't care. That was one of the best weeks of football I've ever watched.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. I know we had a worse draft pick because of it. I don't care. That brought me life.
All right, guys. If Dallas did move on from Pickens, which free agents or players in the upcoming draft do you think could fill the void, Brendan?
No free agents. This wide receiver class, bad. Unless you want to say Alec Pierce will take that deep ball away. It's got to be what?
You have a Hall of Famer that's
Mike Evans?
Yeah, that's who you get.
He's not going
Mike
anywhere.
Evans and Dak and CeeDee Lamb, bro. Come on, man.
Mike Evans isn't. First off, Mike Evans, he's injury prone now and he's older. But brother,
injury prone.
He's not go. Yeah, he's been hurt the past few years, dude. They had a fight. But also, Mike Evans is not leaving Tampa. If he's leaving Tampa, he's going to like the Chiefs or something to win a ring. He's not coming to Dallas. You got to be drunk.
He could fill the void of George Pickens, though.
Yes and no. Like, he does not have the speed, like the yak ability that Pickens has. You have to go young here, like Tyson, Tate, Lemon. Like, those are the only guys I can see actually saying, hey, that was not a far drop off. Like, brother, this is not like 3 years ago Evans. Like, what are we?
Mike Evans gets 1,000 yards every year, dude. The guy's
because quarterback proof, dude.
He's played with Jameis, who throws the ball a crap load. He played with Brady before Brady was bad his last year. And then he has Baker. Like, that's not a bad QB play.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to get 1,000 yards with Dak.
And you might stay healthy.
In as 1,000 yards.
If he can stay healthy, yeah.
Just play 10 games, dude.
You saw what he was.
You think he's going to get 100? You think he's going to get 100?
But you've seen what he's able to do with like a Hall of Fame quarterback in Brady. We saw what he was able to do. You saw what he was able to do with like a guy with Baker Mayfield, which I'm not sure what your opinion on him is. He's a good quarterback, but then he saw Jameis Winston 30 for 30. I mean, you know, he's always
been the top guy too. For Dallas, he's gonna be like, damn, ain't nobody looking at me. Like, I'm the old dude over here, like getting one-on-ones. Everybody's looking at CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah,
I love Mike Evans. He's been such a fun player to watch since 2014. I nothing can take that away, brother. He's not helping you win this year.
Sign me
I
up.
didn't say help you win. I just said it could fill the void.
But no. He's not mossing two guys. He's not hurdling. He's not running past people off his slant routes.
I don't need him to do all that. I just need him to make the play.
Attention
Everybody's
away
be
from
looking at CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah.
You and Flournoy beat your guys one-on-one. He can do that. He can win one-on-one.
Mike, do you have any guys on your list? Do you have any guys on your list? Outside of the rookies, because I know you mentioned a couple of guys you would take if Pickens were to get traded or leave.
No. Just I literally only marked down Mike Evans. That was it. I'm just taking a 1-year shot at Mike Evans, saying, "Hey, you got Dak, and you're going to get the best coverage you ever, the best coverage you ever had on you. Come be the guy to like beat opposing corners when everybody's shaded towards CeeDee Lamb. That's all you got to do."
At the risk of y'all laughing in my face, which I'm sure y'all will, how would y'all feel if we brought in Juwan Jennings?
No,
I like Juwan Jennings, but he's not.
I
think he's more. He would be my reaction to like how Brennan was to Mike Evans. That would be my Juwan Jennings. It'd be like, okay, like
Also,
he's not going to replicate.
He's a douche. He's a douche. He kicks guys in the balls and he goes running back behind his offensive line. Like every defensive player has talked so much shit on him.
Hey, I like Brock Hoffman.
Yeah, but Shotty's trying to build something. You're not bringing Juwan Jennings for that. Also, I don't think Juwan Jennings is great. Shanahan's scheme gets him open.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. We talk about speed. This guy's still only 25. He had a breakout year last year with Patrick Mahomes. Tyquan Thornton.
No.
Really?
I'm not even signing him. I don't.
Are you serious?
I'll just let Turpin do that.
That's a Madden. That's a Madden signing right there.
Okay.
That's a Madden signing.
All right.
Turpin, you're the fourth guy. You do the Tyquan Thornton stuff as the fourth guy that nobody's paying attention to.
Tyquan Thornton stuff is, hey, run straight.
Turpin.
Okay.
Turpin, you just run straight, and we're gonna hope you're wide open because everybody's looking at everybody.
But he's not even as good as Turpin in y'all's eyes.
No, he's better.
No, he's better. Yeah, as a wide receiver, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't need him.
All right. How would you feel about Chris Bell, rookie?
No.
You would know more than me.
Pickens.
I'm saying not to necessarily replace Pickens, but just to fill the void left behind by Pickens.
Well, then Flournoy can fill the void if that's what we're talking about.
Well, I do think Flournoy would be solid in that spot.
Yeah.
In that I think he could get 800 to 1,000 yards and 5 to 7 touchdowns.
But he's not going to be like all pro Pickens, of course.
No, yeah. Here's the difference that people don't understand. This is the difference that you get with Pickens. If CeeDee Lamb goes down, he can, like Brendan said, he can moss dudes. He becomes a big time wide receiver 1. Whereas not even Mike Evans is doing that. He's not doing that. As far as wide receivers, let me get my
my last guy was Denzel Boston.
Tyson, Boston.
Okay.
And I feel like I have one more that I'm missing right now.
But you like Denzel Boston, it sounds like.
Yeah, I do like Boston. Where's my other guy though? See, I'm looking at a mock draft. I don't have my list of them. And the names aren't catching my. Oh, was it Coop? No, I don't think so.
How about we do a mock draft, Mike, and we find out. We look at some wide receivers.
Oh, we still have to do a mock draft. We're almost at an hour.
Yeah.
We'll skip some stuff afterwards, though, or we can skip the mock draft this week.
No, do the mock draft. We're supposed to do it. I just forgot.
Cool.
Can we bring back the beginning of the podcast? Can we bring back the beginning of the podcast when I said Mike was going to be upset? And here we are.
We were at 7 minutes by the time the NBA was over. We were set.
Here we are.
All right, hold on. Let me get this screen going real quick. All right. No trades, obviously. Here we are, pick 12. Peter Woods, Caleb Lemieux, Mekhi Lemon, Mansour Delaney, Jermod McCoy, Sonny Styles. What are we thinking, boys? Avion Terrell, what are your thoughts on him, Mike?
Terrell, good. We'll see how. Will McClay draft him? Basically, I don't think Christian Park will have a problem with him. Clearly, a first-round player, a little bit smaller, a little bit less length than Will McClay typically likes. But I love him. But he's going to be a nickel in the league. He's not playing outside for you, but we need a nickel. So I have no issues. I would draft him. Not over who's there. We got Delane. Yeah, we got Delane and McCoy. Delane or McCoy, whatever Brandon picks is.
No,
is
we went Delane last time because that was my pick. I know Mike likes McCoy more, so let's go McCoy.
Yeah, it's fine with
I'm
me.
taking these guys over Mekhi Lemon, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and we still have Pickens right
In
now.
this scenario?
Yeah, we still have Pickens right now. So yes.
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
And over Sonny Styles.
Yes.
Linebacker to corner.
No, dude, if they take Lemon here, that's just screaming Pickens is so gone in 2027. Like it's just saying, oh brother, you're gone.
All right, Jermod McCoy is the pick. What do you like about him more than do you have him over Delane, Mike?
Yeah, he's my third highest he's my third highest rated player.
Dude, the Panthers are running around. They got Lemon at freaking 19. Dude, they're running around so happy to pair that with Tet. Oh my gosh.
Ty Simpson at pick 16. Mike, what are your thoughts on Ty Simpson, quarterback at Alabama?
Way too early for me. I don't even. I think he's a day 3 grade for me. Not a fan of it, but that's how quarterback works, dude.
Yeah,
quarterback. If you have any chance of developing him, if you believe he has any plus stuff you could develop, you're going to take him early.
Do you believe he's an NFL starter?
No.
Brendan, what about you?
He legit, like some plays, this entire QB class other than Mendoza is bad. I was watching LSU tape versus Clemson, and holy crap, that was one of the worst offenses I've ever watched. And that was supposed to be one of the top QBs before the start of the last season. So
this is a gross.
Yeah, this is you trade
Sonny
back.
Styles has been taken, boys. So has Delane. So has the offensive tackle from Miami.
I know we talked about this last time, but Styles learning from Levante David is so disgusting.
Who's lower? I mean, I'd probably just take CJ Allen here, but who's lower?
You sound thrilled about it too.
There's Mesidor.
Would you take Cisse
value
just to double up on corner?
Who?
Plant. Cisse.
Who do we take? McCoy? Yeah, I could take Cisse. I think I'd take Allen over him because we got the corner, though. Who else is there?
Or do you just take Akeem Mesidor? What are your thoughts on him? Are you worried about his medicals, Mike?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see his combine before I make a final decision. You know, if he sits out, the combine doesn't do any, I don't care if he runs, but no drills, no anything, that would probably drop him for me. That would mean he's scared.
If there was no injury history, regardless of his, where would you have him? No injury history, concerns rather.
He'd be a top 20 player for me. Okay. He's a legit day one, good 8-sack. He's Ezeraku for me. He reminds me of Ezeraku. You know, Ezeraku coming out. He didn't have the sacks we thought he was, and he was a better run player than we thought in the NFL. But coming out, it was like, okay, this guy doesn't have the great length or uber athleticism, but my goodness, does he have a great game plan and counters and ability to win in a bunch of different ways. So I liked him. What's lower? What else do we have? I mean, I'm good with Allen. Mesidor is cool too.
You go
would you want to take Halsey?
Bell. I like him.
AJ Halsey out of LSU.
Halsey's
not at 20.
Not at 20? Okay. What are your thoughts on Anthony Hill Jr., linebacker out of Texas, Brendan?
I haven't watched much of him yet, but all that I've heard that his film last year is a lot better than this year. But he kind of second guesses himself. If it's really funny, I would trade this would be a whole trade back here, but I would just go McNeil Warren. Honestly, just for shits and giggles here.
I don't hate that pick. I love McNeil Warren. I'm trying to think.
It's between Allen, Mesidor, and McNeil Warren. here
So-
what fell if we're not trading back here at all.
So my thought then would be, what can I get later on? And we don't have any day 2 picks, so we didn't trade back, so we're really hurting. Yeah, so
You
who
want to
would
do
be
a quick
my
trade back?
highest? My highest rated would probably be Mesidor. The injuries would worry me, but we got Mesidor last time. We could go.
No, we went
Allen.
Allen. We went out. No, we went
CJ
Delane
Allen.
and Allen last time.
Okay, so McCoy and Mesidor.
Yeah, that's who you wanted last time. You were saying like, well, that's what I would have done. So we legit
Would
just
you be
flipped the-
excited all about this outcome on draft night?
No, because I would want to trade back from both those, and we did neither, and now we have no more picks till day 3. So
Yeah.
I'd not be excited about that. I love the players. I think the players are day 1 help. So I'm excited when spring training comes back out. But at draft time, I'm like, I would have traded back. We had Delane, McCoy, and Sonny Styles. So I'm trying to trade back a few picks and pick up at least a 3rd round pick there for that one. And at 20, I would have traded back 10, 15 picks if we needed to.
All right. With the sake of time, we'll go ahead and skip Mike's view from the sidelines this week. Brendan, you got anything good for dealer's choice? Or excuse me, for
my
Dealer's
bashing
basketball?
would have just been the All-Star break.
Gotcha.
Worthy.
Okay. Would you rather Caleb Downs at 6 and Jacob Rodriguez at 39, or Mansour Delaney at 12 and Akeem Mesidor at 20?
Take a guess.
Yeah.
I already know the answer based on the earlier discussion.
Downs.
Easy.
But how much excitement would be added also adding Jacob Rodriguez for you guys?
I gotta see how he tests.
I'm a fan of Jacob Rodriguez. Okay, so one thing I'm trying to do this year, because I don't believe Dallas is good at developing defensive players, is I'm trying to eliminate. We got the guy that's 4'3" and 6'4", and then just give me the guy that can play football. And if your defensive guys are smart enough, they'll put them in the right positions. And Jacob Rodriguez is not just smart, but he makes plays. Like I think he had 13 forced fumbles in his career. I think he had 7 last season. Like he knows how to be around the ball and make plays. Now, there's sometimes he's going to get beat to the edge because he's not fast enough, or he'll miss a tackle because his arms aren't long enough. I'll deal with that. That's okay. Like, give me the guy that makes the basic plays and then is a playmaker making basic plays, and then we can work around. Don't put him in situations where he needs to be that guy, to run down people.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you look at this defensive coach staff, how it's being built. Hopefully, that maybe the Cowboys realize that they're not great at developing defensive guys, and they're trying to fix that.
I mean, they got Mozzie Smith. Like he was a freak athlete, big size. They couldn't do anything with him. Sam Williams should have been a guy you could have developed. He didn't. Marshawn Nealon, before his passing, wasn't looking like he was taking any kind of leap. Like, you go down the line, Osa's fine. Osa hasn't, like, looking back right now, seeing what you saw first year, would you really want to take that contract?
He hasn't gotten better. That doesn't mean he's bad.
No, he's not bad, but I mean,
yeah, but now I see what you're saying. Like he's kind of stayed the same.
Yeah, and like we brought in Kenny Clark, and then it was like, nah, Kenny Clark and Osa aren't good enough. Let's go get Quinnen as well. Well, what does that tell you about Osa? You had to go get 2 defensive tackles in big trades.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like I'm not restructuring Osa. I'll restructure plenty of other guys. I'm not moving Osa's money just in case. Because if he's going to be a under 5 sack, like good pressure, solid, like guy, I'm not looking to pay that $20 million. That's just not. That's a replaceable player.
Are there any defensive tackles in this draft, real quick, that you think could step in and replicate Osa's production?
I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't.
Because
of how Dallas is, I'm not overly like the first, second round guys. I've looked at a couple of games, but it's kind of okay, Peter Woods is fine. I wouldn't draft that guy. But looking at it from a Dallas point, like you would have to be like damn, I don't care. Caleb Downs at DT for me to think about it. And I haven't seen anything where I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't hate Osa. It's just the money. If you can get out of the contract in a couple of years and he doesn't take a big jump, then yeah, I'm looking to go. I don't want to pay people are like, well, he's being paid as the 12th ranked tackle. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to pay the 12th ranked tackle. Even 12th ranked tackle money. I'll find I would rather play the 20th ranked tackle 30th ranked money where I'm getting better value than
who's like likely
the guy that I'm like, I'm paying 12th ranked and I'm getting 12th ranked. Like, no thanks.
Yeah, that's a good point. What do you have this kind of? Have you looked at all defensive tackles, Brendan? Or
like I said, that's your second best position, or it could be your best position you have right now. I haven't even looked.
Yeah. All right, here are one word. The 2025 NFL season was blank. Mike,
what did I put? Meh. Meh. Very meh.
Confusing.
I said unpredictable. I think that all three of those words are fitting.
Yes. I think unpredictable in a way where it wasn't as good is why I came up with meh. So I'm like, okay, Sam Darnold, and like the ending thing was Darnold and Bo Nix if he wasn't hurt, and who the hell was the other guy? Drake May. Well, actually, Drake May and Stafford are pretty good, but Drake May just had a horrible playoff. But it's just very meh to me. Like,
I will say though, out of recent years, the wild card round and then of course the Denver game, the divisional round, those were phenomenal games. Like, those were entertaining.
Agree.
Absolutely. All right, here we're our top five. Tonight we're discussing our top 5 travel destinations. Brendan, start us off, sir.
What was my fifth? Did have my list up. My fault. So I mainly chose. I think there's been one that I haven't been to on this list. I've already said I thought of like family trips, and so I said Cayman Islands for my number 5. It's a super small. Huh?
It's a millionaire playboy.
No, it's a smaller island. You don't got to do much, but there's some really cool like places you can go swim with turtles and all that. Super cool. But it's really nice and relaxing, which will be most of what my vacation spots are. You can do some really cool things, but like I more just like want to get there to like calm down, drink, and just chill out. Yeah. Mike's trying to die.
Mike, what is it? What's the comment tonight? What's the age comment tonight?
No. My thought was when he said it, I was like, I wonder if they expect me to just stay Epstein Island because I'm an asshole.
I didn't. I didn't even. God. Oh God!
I didn't even think about that because when I made the
that came in my head, and I was like, you know what? I'm surprised I didn't think of that joke. Like that joke didn't even until he said Cayman Islands. But the age thing was, I was gonna say like Brendan's number 5 is the park on the corner by his house. Was one.
Hey,
neighborhood park.
Hey, it's not the park. It's Chuck E. Cheese, sir. Get it right.
The Chuck E. Cheese. A couple city blocks from the house.
It's next to the highway.
Mike, number 5 on your list.
Disneyland Paris, which I will be going to the end of July, start of August.
Really?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. How long did you have to plan that?
I'm going to spend 4 days in the park, 5 days traveling Paris, 4 days traveling Paris. I'm going to take 1 day to go to the park extra, and then 5 days in London. So I'll be gone for a couple of weeks. So, by the way, guys, I won't be on the podcast.
Yeah. So if major injuries happen during training camp and all that, we know exactly who to go talk to and who to blame.
I'm okay with it. For Disneyland Paris, I'm totally
good. No, that's sick. No, that's so cool.
As far as like Disneyland parks, where does that Disneyland Paris rank? Do you know?
5th, 5 out of 6. Because if we had 6 spots on here, the 6th one would have been Hong Kong.
No, I'm saying out of like the Disneyland parks in the world, like where does Disneyland Paris rank? In like people's rankings who have been to a lot of the parks.
Oh, it's typically last. It's smaller. It's a 1 day one. People like the Tokyo ones. Obviously, the original park is the best. That's OG. But then like people love Disney World. because of the 4 different lands. Tokyo is really loved, like super duper loved.
Mm-hmm. That would be amazing. Disneyland Paris, that'll be fun, dude. That sounds like
That's
an
so
awesome
cool.
vacation. Yeah,
I'm
that really
excited.
is.
I'm excited for that one.
I put Iceland because of the Northern Lights. Real reason being is that for the longest time, my wife, before she was my wife, and my little sister had planned this vacation where they wanted to go see the Northern Lights. And when we were thinking about this, I'm like, that'd be kind of cool to go see that and have that experience, and just to go to Iceland. I mean, I don't know much about Iceland, but to be able to like do that with my wife and my little sister, well, that's something that they planned on doing together a long time ago. I thought that'd be pretty cool.
I like it.
Go ahead, make your comments, Mike.
No, because I don't really travel besides like going to Disneyland is basically all I do. So
yeah, the fact that you're going to Paris is incredible, dude.
I am very happy about that. I also got Tokyo planned in right now. There's one in 2029, but I also have one planned for Denny's 21st birthday. It sounds like they want to go to Japan, and if we're gonna make that happen, I'm gonna go to Tokyo. So
that would be an amazing way to celebrate your 21st birthday.
Yeah. He got his 18th was at Disney World, his first Disney World trip.
Yeah, that's you took him there, right?
Yeah.
You are the cool uncle, my friend. I'll say that.
I do my best. I try to make it, fun.
Yeah. Number 4, I said Canada.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. So you're just walking around the whole country, huh? It's not like
I was waiting.
Dude. You get everything in Canada.
I was going to say, like, what are you going to do in Canada? Like,
so
Montreal.
It's funny that we're talking about this now, because in my mind, like when I was talking about this, like when I thought about this, I'm like, okay, we got to specify. If you're going to a country, you have to say what part of the country. You can't just say Canada.
Did you say Canada?
And here I am just saying it. I would say I was looking it up, but I think out of Vancouver and Toronto, I probably would go to Toronto.
My favorite vacation spot is the United States of America. I just go, just wherever, anyway, all those things in there.
All right, number 4 on your list, Mike.
4 is Shanghai Disneyland.
Oh.
I want to see. I heard that was the best Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay, first off, your choices are awesome, but they're also so on brand. If you're gonna make some like awful jokes, it's all gonna be Disney. So it's either you go, damn, he's an ass, or he's going Disney. Those are the two.
It legitimately, unless I added Italy to eat, it legitimately there. I have zero interest traveling anywhere else but those parts.
That's fair. It's so on brand. That is so on brand.
Shanghai Disney, Pirates of the Caribbean. I heard that is like blows away every other Pirates of the Caribbean.
Brendan, number 4 for you.
Number 4, it sounds like me. It's much less for like this past trip I had, but I said Colorado because I loved when my family went up there. We got like a little like cabin. Do that. We've done like UTV rides and yes, Mike. Yes, but no.
Colorado.
He doesn't drink green tea, Mike.
But no, just doing that like since we don't get snow here, like we just get ice, and so I'm like, damn, that's not fun. But remember, of course, like I said like a little while back, when we were leaving Colorado, it was the most beautiful snow ever, and I didn't get to enjoy it because I had to drive my ass home and all that. So I was more thinking, I'm like, please don't let me get off, like, be knocked off this highway. But it was like pure snow. Like it was just like that stuff you would actually have like a snowball fight with. You can actually do some fun stuff outside. We just have ice fights basically here if you want to do something. And that's just dangerous as shit.
Do you have any desire to go skiing or snowboarding or?
I've done skiing a little bit, not good at it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I'm not gonna act like, oh, I'm gonna fake my athleticism here. Oh, dude, I was shredding. No, not that good. But they had this really cool thing, like this kind of like snowmobile kind of thing, but it had like all skis on it, so you can like do all these cool turns. That's fun. That is what I would do.
Type of white person.
But no, I do not ski or snowboard because my balance is what we like to call awful.
Not that type of white person. No skiing, no snowboarding, no rock climbing, no bungee jumping.
None of that. No adrenaline rush for you, huh?
No, that's other type of white people stuff.
You do roller coasters. I see you post pictures of that at Disney.
Roller coasters
That's
is
adrenaline.
roller coasters. Everybody
I know,
goes.
but we're talking like adrenaline. Like that's adrenaline. Like it depends on what ride, but like
It's rock climbing is like it's like death. Like this roller. You know how many people die at Disneyland? A couple of people flew out of Big Thunder Mountain. You know, rock climbing is like I'm not sure, or going in the ocean with the aliens and stuff. Not getting me in there.
my gosh.
Nope.
All right, Brennan, number 3 on your, or sorry, Mike, number 3 on your list.
No, I got number 3. He's got number 3. Then you got 3.
That was number 4.
3 and 2. Yeah.
Number 3 for you, Mike. Brennan.
I said Japan mainly because like this is what my brother wants to do. Like he wants to travel there so badly, but I said just mainly for the Nintendo World. Like that place looks effing sick. And then they add like a whole Pokemon section, like legit that like they're all like Pokemon Center and all that. I remember when it showed like it opened, like it had like they had snow in Japan, so there's all this like sick pics of like actual like all of their like artworks of Pokemon out there like covered in snow, so it looks all like real and stuff. That's sick.
Look up 7-Eleven Japan.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass, Brendan. When we're done, get on your phone and look up 7-Eleven Japan.
People will go to like Japan just for the 7-Elevens for real. That's like the stop that everybody makes.
Yes, that is one of the things that people have told me about the trip I'm taking for Tokyo Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you spend time. You have time to go to 7-Eleven a couple times.
All right. Well, I'm not going to Japan anytime soon, but if I ever do, I will definitely go to a 7-Eleven.
My 3 is Disney World. I went there for Denny's 18th birthday. It was 2 years ago. And it was awesome. Animal Kingdom was incredible. I love their Magic Kingdom. I love their Tomorrowland. It was fun. I wasn't a big Epcot guy because I'm a Disney guy, and Epcot's more like for people that are going to drink, and it's like it's not a lot of Disney. It's a lot of the different countries, and when you go to that area of the country, they have
more adult stuff.
Yeah, they have stuff for that, but it's not like it didn't feel Disney to me. And since I'm a Disney guy, like that was probably my least of the 4 parks, where most people, especially locals, like Epcot most because you go to do drink around the world and all that stuff. But Disney World was awesome. What a great park. It's just weird to see people like it's definitely not the original. Like if people say that they like Disney World better than Disneyland, then they just haven't been to Disneyland like often enough. Like they're honestly not really comparable. Like everything in Disneyland's so connected and easily traversed through the 3, where you have to do so much traveling to get to the different parks for Disney World, and it's inconvenient. Disney Springs is like fucking off property. Like, you know, it's basically a Disney mall that has nothing to do with the lands because they're not around and stuff. So yeah. But Disney World is awesome. Just don't compare it to the original, please.
Number 3 on my list, I went with Amsterdam. My wife's been to Europe. She went to Germany. We've always talked about going somewhere in Europe. But yeah, Amsterdam for that reason right there, Mike. If you look at the show sheet, you'll see a little side note here and parentheses here. But number 2 on my list. Again, my wife has done some world traveling. I have not, but I'd like to. We've always talked about going to Hawaii for one of our anniversaries, so I'd like to go to Maui, Hawaii.
It's awesome.
I got spam right here. Hold on, no, I'm just kidding.
No, dude, no, it's awesome.
You wouldn't know.
I would.
Yeah, he's Money Man, Brendan Money Man.
Yeah.
That's the new nickname, Money Man.
As you can see, as I'm very financially stable with all my shit I've bought over the years.
He sells pictures of those Legos things for money.
Pretty much. How'd you know?
Foot pics. Now, is that something like you and your family do every year? Is y'all take a family vacation? Y'all
not every year, but like every year, probably like 2 or 3 years. We'll go on like I don't know where we're going this summer. I honestly don't remember.
He's got that I don't remember money.
That it's funny you mentioned because I remember when we were talking about you coming on the show, we had to schedule you after your trip in Hawaii.
Yeah, I was in Hawaii. I remember when I got the message saying, "Oh, hey, you can come on this episode." I was like, "Oh shit, that's awesome!" And I was in Hawaii.
Crazy.
You know what's really crazy? We're going on 3 years now, boys. We're going on 3 years from that.
That's wild.
That is wild, man. Time really does fly. Mike, number 2 for you, sir.
Number 2 on my list, Tokyo Disney. Tokyo Disney is the one that I heard is like, that's the one where people were like, if you take Tokyo Disney and Disney at Sea, they say Tokyo Disney's okay, but Disney at Sea is like very original. Rides that aren't anywhere else, like really, really an awesome park. And they go combined. That's the one that's like battles with the original all the time for which one's the best, So I am really, really tremendously excited to go to that one, especially the Tokyo at Sea park. And my number 1's Disneyland, obviously. I mean, if that wasn't clearly my number 1 destination, hello.
How far of a drive is that for you? Number 1.
It's depending on traffic. It could be a 3-hour drive or a 7-hour drive, depending on how bad traffic is.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell no.
Typically about 4.5.
In the year 2026, have you been to Disneyland yet? Have you had your fix?
Yes, right? Didn't I go for No, I haven't gone in 2026. We go March 26th. So I'm going in 5 weeks. Enough time for my rib to heal. And that was the first thing I asked the doctor when they said, "You have a hairline fracture." I go, "I love to go on Matterhorn. I'm going in 6 weeks. What are my chances?" And they were like, 6 weeks, you should be good. But he goes, "Go on another ride that's less. If it hurts, don't go on Matterhorn." And I was like, fair.
Brendan, number 2 on your list, sir.
Number 2, I put California as a whole because I love Disney and Universal. Also, I've been to some really cool car shows there. But I was also going to say, Mike, we are going to Disney again for my niece in November. This is our second try to be able to meet up.
Okay, so I have a trip planned in November, so I have to see. Maybe we work it where we're both. I don't have an exact date yet because I'm going with somebody.
I'm pretty sure I'm going the week of Thanksgiving. I think.
Interesting.
Because we're trying to go to see more like the Christmas stuff that they put out there, but of course, like my brother's birthday is on the 28th and all that, so we're trying to do that.
Hey, the Christmas shit is legit.
Yeah.
The castle, and by the time you go, then the changes at
to Star Wars
Land.
I know. Oh, dude, I'm so amped. I'm so incredibly pumped. But
just the music playing alone.
Yeah, but we have to meet up. This is back-to-back years. We have a shot.
Yes, I have to find a way to get there. Yeah. I have to make it happen.
I know we're going for the weekend or whatever. So I'll like I did last year. I'll let you know as soon as my parents say, "Hey, it's these 3 days or whatever the hell."
Same with me.
Yeah.
The minute I know when they're gonna go, it's the person that I went to Disney World with. She works there, and she got us tickets and let us stay at her place and everything. And then she's coming over here because she gets in free at Disneyland as well. And she's going with some of my other friends. And of course I'm going to go because I have my pass. So,
yeah,
so I'm hoping it'll work out where you're both there. Then I could, because I don't leave the park. They leave the park. So I can split my time easy. When one side leaves, I go to the other side. I have plenty of time to do stuff. I'm cake.
And my number 1's Hawaii. It's such a perfect place. We are so heartbroken. When all those fires happened, because legit, the main little town that burned, that's the place we usually chill at for the most part. So we were there a few months because it was the same time when I was there before I came on the show. We were there chilling out, and then of course a few months later the fires happened.
That's crazy, man.
So seeing all that and then of course knowing the before and then seeing the after pics is heartbreaking. But that place, Paul, if you do get to go with your wife, you're gonna enjoy it so much. It's gonna be absurd.
Oh, we're definitely gonna go.
Hell yeah.
Number one on my list, we all three of us had it, was Japan. I'm gonna say Tokyo, Japan.
Tokyo Disney.
You said well Tokyo Disney, but it's in Japan.
Disney. I don't care if I do.
Tokyo. It's all we're going is for 7-Eleven. That's all of our trip is for.
Yes, that's true. That's fair.
The night market, some ramen, and 7-Eleven, man.
You guys,
in the same trip.
Hour and 20. Woof.
And it's all Mike's fault.
I think he kind of did go off there a little bit, Mike.
He did.
A little bit of it is.
He did.
Paul's fault. He kept adding stuff, asking extra questions. What about this trade? What about this trade?
I asked about trades that were on this
Nobody
paper,
wants to know about
on
your
the sheet.
I saw it, Paul. I saw it. I was prepared.
And Brendan kind of had a little bit of an all-star tangent there at the beginning too. So
it's dumb.
7 minutes to block.
Because it's dumb.
Well, boys, I enjoyed our discussion tonight. As always, before we get you out of here, Brendan, where can we find you on Twitter?
You can find me at Brendan_Smith26.
Mike, let him know.
At CD Pigler, guys, nice and easy.
You can find me on Twitter at Paul_Ryan15. We appreciate you joining us, and we will see you guys next week.